Welcome to the I Feel God podcast. This is Bishop James, I Feel God Brown, and here we talk about ministry, business, and basically anything on my mind. We hope you'll stick around and enjoy it. All right, this is Bishop James, I Feel God Brown, and welcome to the I Feel God VCast. Let's take another bite out of this apple. I hope you liked last week's effort. We've talked a lot about a lot of different things last week. I had a couple of people say they would give me some feedback, and well, that did not go well. I don't know whether they were afraid to tell me it was terrible, or we just didn't get a chance to talk, or they didn't get a chance to watch it. Either way, I don't know how you liked it, so why don't you drop me a note and let me know if you liked this week's or last week's. This week, our focus is on how to create a video from PLR. The great thing about VCast is that every week is a new start. So we can, if I messed up last week, we can pick it up this week. So let's get started this week with our Bible notes section. As Christians, all we ever have to do is hear God and do what He says. Everything required, everything is wrapped up in those two opportunities for victory. Now, who said that? I did. How's your spiritual hearing today? First, if you're having trouble hearing from God, I suggest that you first pray for His wisdom. Then open your Bible and read it. Yeah, read it. Don't just thumb through it, but read it. When I'm troubled, and even though I'm a bishop, pastor, apostle, all of that, I still find times when I'm troubled. I find the most comfort in the Psalms and most wisdom in Proverbs and Ecclesiastes. You know, God speaks best to us through His written word. However, there are 8 ways total that God speaks to His people today. Almost 10 years ago, I wrote a little book. It's about 32 pages long. You can still get it on Amazon. And it was titled, How to Hear the Voice of God. 8 ways God speaks to His people today. You know, it's still available on Amazon. If you want to get it, go to https://ifggo.pro/how-to-hear. That's our regular short URL, ifggo.pro/how-to-hear. Come along with us. We'll do you good. God bless you. How to hear the voice of God. You always need to hear His voice. All right. I wanted to tell you about something that one of our sponsors has, and they've allowed us to give away some free Keto slow cooker cookbooks. Free. Did I mention free? We've got those free cookbooks for you. And all you have to do is go over to the link that I'm going to tell you about here in a second. And this cookbook shows you how to make fat burning. Y'all know that my fat is not book learning, right? It shows you how to make fat burning keto meals while spending less than 20 minutes in the kitchen. And did I mention it's free? Where do you go? Just go to ifggo.pro/keto cookbook. That's ifggo, one word, .pro/KETO cookbook. One word, KETO cookbook. Free. All you do is pay for the shipping. Thank you. All right. In our tech notes section, we put out a video on Saturday talking about how to get free transcription of audio files to text. After publishing it, then I received a lot of calls, or several calls and several emails about how we did it. So I thought I'd create a video to show you exactly what we did. Now there's only 9 steps. Now you could cut that down to about 5 really, because I put some extra stuff in there. And so what I did, I got today J.R. Lang, who writes some of the best PLR products, period, and she sends out free ones different times. Now, what is PLR? PLR stands for Private Label Resale. It means that you have the right to use it however you want, basically, to put your name on it, to edit it, to change it, to republish it. That's what PLR does. So I grabbed that PLR. Now I'm going to include links to all of this in the description. But I took the PLR and what I did was I then went through my steps of getting it done. The first thing I did was I moved it to Google Docs, and that way I could edit it, and I went through and did a light edit to kind of add my voice, my tenor, my tone. The second thing is I use a product called SpenWriter that will take somebody else's writing and change words, make it totally unique online. And so I ran it through SpenWriter. I then went and I added personalization. What do I mean by that? Well, I have some things that I say and I use a computer voice to do it. And it basically says, hi, I'm Johnny, Terry, whatever it is. And with Christian stimulus, and I want to let you know, blah, blah. And at the end of it, I said, I hope you've enjoyed this pick me up. And then I put some stuff about joining the tribe and the posse. And some of the tools that we use, links to different things. So I monetized the video. So what I did next was I added my personalization to the text. Then I went to Speechello, which is a artificial intelligence based program that takes text and reads it in a human-like voice. It's not a human, it reads it in a human-like voice. And so I created that voiceover and the branding right there in Speechello. I then took the Speechello file and saved that as an MP3 to my hard drive. Once I had saved it to the hard drive, then I went and I took the same text and I went to a program called Vidnami. And in Vidnami, I take the text, I paste it down, and when I paste it down, then it will create slides and text and music and all of that for that particular article. Remember, that's the article that we've respun, so it's really unique. Now, one of the things I also do in that mix is after SpenWriter completes it, I do a very complete edit so it doesn't sound goofy. Sometimes SpenWriter, as great as it is, and it's the best one that I've seen out there, and I use it almost daily, well, at least twice, two, three times a week. And what happens is that sometimes it doesn't sound like me. It doesn't sound like anybody I know. In fact, there are some people that don't speak English sometimes. So I do a very complete edit, reading through it to make sure that it makes sense. And then I send it to Speechello. And then after I go through Speechello, I listen to it, and maybe not all of it, but just to get a flair for it. And then I send it to Vidnami. In Vidnami, it creates the slides and everything. I then also upload that MP3 that Speechello created, and it now incorporates that into the slides. So now we have the artificial slides that it has. Now Speechello will do that directly too, but I like the sound, Vidnami will do that directly too, but I like the sound of Speechello's voices better than I do Vidnami. Personal preference. So then after I've done that, it kicks out a video file. And with that video file, then I take that video file and I download it. And then I set up Restream. I upload it to Restream. And so then I create a very complete description with monetized. I monetize it. I put in the links that I want people to know. I put in at the very top, this was created with Vidnami. It's uploaded by Restream. It's translated and voiceovers by Speechello. I put all that in there because that's helping me to monetize the content and also increase the watch length on YouTube, which the amount of time that you have people watch a video is very important on YouTube. So we upload that, we schedule it, sometimes for early in the morning, sometimes in the evening. I just kind of feeling that out right now, but you do that, and that's what we did. Now I've included a link to showing exactly how I did it. I've also included a link to the actual video that we did. So I hope that's gonna be good. That's our section for today, and I really like tech notes. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it helps you. In today's business notes, I wanted to talk about an artificial intelligence threat that is something that you really need to check on just for your own safety, just for your own knowledge, because honestly, there's not much you can do about it, but you do need to know about it. So there's a free tool that you can use to check if your pictures and photographs were used in AI surveillance research. In other words, they used your picture to help train artificial intelligence on how to identify you and others, okay? Now, if you've uploaded any photos to the web over the years, and we all have, and I'm not really talking about Facebook now, but other places, chances are good they've been used to help build facial recognition systems, yeah, for the government and others. It's not uncommon for developers to train facial recognition algorithms using images from different websites without warning the photos owners at all. And a new tool can determine if that's you. So get a URL of a picture you have of you online. Then go to exposing, that's exposing.ai, exposing.ai, to see if you're there. There's a chance this type of software could be used for other not so great purposes, like training surveillance technology, like they have in China. This type of facial recognition, all right, is already being used as part of the U.S. Customs and Border Protection's biometric technology. And that uses physiological details in order to ID people. So go check to see if you're there. And that's our business notes for today. Hey, this is Bishop Brown again, and I want to tell you about Everything Breaks. Let me tell you something. It's time to drop your cell phone insurance. Why? Because I have something that is much, much better. Phone protection today is just as important as owning the phone in the first place. After all, your smartphone has become an integral part of your life. I mean, you use it for everything. Chances are you're dependent on it every day. But it breaks. And you can cover your cell phone for just $8 a month. That is 3 times less than what I'm paying for my carrier. And then the deductible with Everything Breaks is just $75 flat fee, and my deductible is twice that. So this is a much better deal. You can get it repaired or fixed anywhere, and this is just the cat's meow. Listen, where do you get it? Go to ifggo.pro. That's ifggo.pro/everything-breaks. That's everything breaks, no dot. Everything Breaks, one word. everything-breaks. That's ifggo.pro. Everything Breaks. All right, it's time for our life notes section. Today I want to talk about something, and it's really pretty nice. I came across this and I wanted to share it with the posse. So let's get started. Realize that life is a school, and you are here to learn and pass all your tests. Problems are simply part of the curriculum. They appear and fade away like algebra class, but the lessons you learn will last a lifetime. Learn to stay in the E's and the F's of life. The 3 E's: energy, enthusiasm, and empathy. And stay in constant touch with the 3 F's: faith, family, and friends. Let's do that. We can do that. And let's get started with our political section. In our political notes, renewable energy is reshaping politics, and as climate concerns increase, the world is getting behind the energy transition. Even in the most unlikely quarters, oil company leaders are now trying to get wind turbines up and all of that. We can't just keep doing things the way we have always done them. Otherwise, our planet is going to be toast. Red or blue, young or old, Democrat or Republican, this is all we have. God expects us to be good stewards of her. America desperately needs to assume her historical role of leadership. Like it or not, the climate is changing, and wind turbines do not cause cancer, no matter what anyone tells you. On this, we should be able to unite. After all, we are in the ship together, like each other or not. Well, it's time for our mission notes section of our vlog, and I never want to go off without talking about what our mission is. You know, the scriptures tell us several places that where there is no vision, the people perish. One translation says the people cast off restraint. And I don't want to cast off restraint. I don't want this vlog to perish. So we're going to do that. We want you to know what we're about. So at Christian Stimulus, what do? Well, we develop websites, video channels, email assets. We create ministry and business training, and we do side gig how-tos. We tell you how, teach you how to work a side gig so you can bring in that income. And we help ministers and Christian businesses be more effective, both in business and in ministry. And that's what we're about. God bless you. Well, now it's time for our closing notes. We're almost done. Did you know you can schedule a free call with me? That's right, a free call. I'm not charging you anything. I just want to see how I can serve and help you. This is what I do. But you can call me and you can set it up, and I would be more than glad to spend a half hour on the phone with you. We can talk about ministry, or we can talk about business. We actually could even talk about family. Whatever it is you'd like to talk about, why don't you go to ifggo.pro/let's talk. That's https://ifggo.pro/let's talk. Select a time that works for you. That's right. It's on your time. Whatever works for you. I've put some hours that are best for me, but you get to select. You can't beat the price. It's free, and I look to hear from you real soon. God bless you. Welcome to the I Feel God podcast. This is Bishop James, I Feel God Brown, and here we talk about ministry, business, and basically anything on my mind. We hope you'll stick around and enjoy it.